Hello everyone, it's Inque here. Well, when I finished recording my Battlefleet Gothic episode, I realized, hey wait, I forgot something. I forgot to check how much time I'm actually taking here. And I realized that I'd gone for far shorter a time than I was expecting, or really planned to. And so I went, okay, well, we thoroughly embarrassed ourselves with Supreme Commander last time, let's see if we can do a little better this time. So this is a different map, a smaller map in fact. They're right down here, so... Alright, yeah, that's burning. So, here we go. Let us see what we can do with this. So I've actually looked up a few build orders and tried to memorize exactly how to play this game, so things should be a little bit more even, and a little bit less stupid. Let's zoom out a little bit, take a look at the situation. We know that the enemy commander is down here. We're playing against Aeon again. I did actually push the difficulty down because I figured I'd actually try and get a decent game in. Like I said, it's been a while since I've actually played this game properly. Alrighty. Good. Things are underway. Okay, we want you to go and reclaim a bunch of stuff, because mass is going to be a problem. Lovely. And let's get some power going here. So yes, it's a small map. We know that the Aeon are over here. I'm playing against easy because I don't want to thoroughly embarrass myself again. And we have our basic economy being set up. So, don't have any naval stuff on this map, so we're just down to land and air. I'm going to go ahead and get a air factory building. And now we want to start building basic units. And you two are going to help the commander to build power generators. This one over here is slowly doing things. Yep, we're actually out of power for once. Usually it's mass which is your big choking point early on, but I've managed to avoid that apparently. Okay, so first generator is up. And we've got land scouts just being a nuisance. Shoot the thing. There we go. Okay, come on, we're gonna get our first assault boat out shortly. And that will be able to handle these pesky little scouts comfortably enough. There we go, cool. So we can actually focus on getting the rest of these up. Okay, so that's a cool thing you can do. You can actually bind a hotkey to a factory, and then all units that it builds will actually go into that hotkey. So it's a way of making sure that things are neatly organized right from the get-go. Power plant is about half done. That'll help. Okay, I thought that was how it works, but apparently it's not. Let's get our mantises just moving along, doing stuff. Cool. We'll help build these last few ones. Okay, and one more to get running. Okay, I'm actually going to start building some point defense. And we'll get some over here as well. Okay, we have our air factory up, so I'm going to build a couple of air scouts. And what do I want to do? Do we want some artillery? We probably want some artillery. Okay, so this is something cool that you can do with this game. And of course our mouse has crashed. Why wouldn't it have crashed? Okay, we do have at least some mantis up, so that will definitely help. And once those are up and running as well, cool. Okay. Yep, that's all up and running. So we should start recovering some stuff. Actually, no, we only need one guy on reclaiming duties, so you should grab all these things. You need to stay up here and build a mass extractor there. You should go build all of those. Okay, cool. But yes, neat things that you can do in this game. We're going to add in Land Scout. We're going to add in a couple of mobile artillery. And then 4 of those. And we're going to put that to infinite build. Alrighty, and we can actually set that to cloak. Remind me how much that actually costs to cloak. Not much really. Okay, cool. So, we have a little force coming through here. Right, they have air scouts. Just gonna do a quick cycle around there, see what they're up to. Point fence under construction there. Oh, okay. You have actually built mass extractors. I'm just going to capture them then. Okay, our point defense is doing work nicely. Let's see, we've got a factory which is doing nothing, so we should build a unit of interceptors. And we've got a couple of NGs who aren't doing anything either, so you should come down here. Actually, no. You are going to build some power generators, and then I want 2 point defense and an anti-air turret. Lovely. We're done with our setup here, so again we should get some anti-air turrets up. Lovely. And we have 11 light assault boats, a land scout, and a couple of mobile artillery, so that seems like a decent thing to push out with. Let's do that. So, need another mass extractor there. Oh, hello. You're rude. Okay, so they're attempting to capture stuff back. Lovely, kill the engineer. And you can see that our factory is just still building this endless cycle, because of the way that the economy works here, we can actually do that. That's not a problem. Okay, we have taken out the mass extractor there, so we're going to just loop around here. Got an engineer there who's not doing much. Okay, we're going to take this off auto loop because I want to get an upgrade to Tech 2. Okay. So our little scouts are cloaked, which is nice. Means they can't easily be picked up. And we're just going to try and take advantage of this this choke point to nullify the advantage which Aeon have, which is that they have longer range than we do. Oh, hello. We've run straight into the enemy ACU. Okay, so we obviously can't actually kill that with the units we have here. We've still got a few units left, so we're going to move through and we're going to start gutting his economy. Yeah, so as a general rule, like Aeon have range, the Cybrans have speed and sneakiness, and the UEF are just flat out tough. Okay. So we're just going to split up our fire a little bit here. Okay, that's not actually doing what I thought it was going to do, but we're just going to start working over these power generators. I need to actually zoom out and do stuff. This place is upgrading to Tier 2, and I'm actually going to assign my commander to speed that up. You guys are not doing anything. I disapprove of this. Got another unit of dudes down here who can be doing stuff. Okay, you can see that this place is trying to build units, but I can actually just shoot them in the production line, so this is just flat out isn't building anything. Lovely. Yeah, and my mobile artillery is definitely helping with that. We should move the mobile artillery back from the power generator before that explodes. It's like we're not doing a great deal of damage here, but we're doing enough to be a nuisance. Alright, so let's focus fire on that factory now. How are we doing? Okay, so we've actually hit Tech 2 here. So, what do we want to do? We have some different units available. We have the Wagner and the Rhino, are the two main tanks which you get with the Cybrans for Tier 2. Let's see, I'm gonna load up on Wagner's. So even though those are listed as like the amphibious one, so it's like there's no water here, why do you want amphibious? That's because these are faster than the Rhinos. Am I getting them mixed up? No, the Wagner's tougher and the Rhino is faster, I think. I don't remember all the relationships. I would not claim to be an expert in this game, by any standard. But that is their home base dealt with, and we can actually start firing on their commander. So yeah, we've got some... You can see the little artillery shells coming in. And like he's killing these things pretty rapidly, but I have a lot of fire coming in, so it's very possible that he's just going to flat out die here. So we will do that. There we go. And yes, when a commander dies, he goes off with the force of a nuclear warhead. That is what a nuke looks like. And that's him done. He has been taken out of the game. I have won this particular round. So that just goes to show that I have actually learned a little bit about how to play this game. Game over. Woo. Victory. And then end game. Lovely. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit because I just won. Okay. So, that has convinced me that I actually know how to play this game. So, let's go back in. Let's do something a little harder. Let's go back to a normal AI. And let's try a different map. Let's see. Let's stick with two-player maps. Let's see, we've got Williamson's Bridge, Fargo Pass, Theta Passage, Finn's Revenge. Fargo Pass. Now let's go with Finn's Revenge. This is like kind of a classic map. I don't know if it's a classic for anyone else, but I used to play a lot of this map. And let's go ahead and launch. So long as I actually expand and make sure that my economy is doing stuff, I should be able to do a bit better than the last time. Okay, zoom out. We want to get a rack of power generators there. This one, we're going to build a unit of 5 engineers. Then we're going to start pumping out light assault bots, and we will see where it goes from there. So you can see that you can actually queue things up quite a long way in advance on this game. Like just in the first 10 seconds or so, I was able to get like the first few minutes worth of actions out of the way. Like once the engineers kind of start coming out, then I'll need to actually tell those what to do. Here we go. So first up, we're going to want to get the hydrocarbon power plant up there, because that's going to be worth a fair amount. That's 100 power, whereas just these basic power generators are only worth 20. Then the next engineer comes out, we're going to want to start building mass extractors along here. There we go, right now. So you can do that. Cool. Next one. I'm not sure what the next one's going to do, actually. Next one is... we're going to send that on reclaiming duty. And the nice, easy way to do that is to set a patrol path. And we'll need to make sure we take it out of that once it's done, but that'll just go along and it'll reclaim everything along the way. You're going to... actually, what do I want you to do? I'm going to set you to build a point defense like right off the bat. Okay, here we go. So we've hit our power problem. And you need to be a little bit careful with that, because technically reclaiming does consume a little bit of power. I think, or is this producing? And I think that reclaiming, reclaiming the forests actually generates power. So that's actually definitely the thing we want to be doing here. Like, I think rocks produce minerals and trees and stuff produce power. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how it works. Okay, I've got one more dude here, so what do I want to do with you? We're going to start building more power generators. Okay, we've got our first light assault bots already coming off the line. So we'll be ready when they start coming in with their scout harass. Who are we playing up against? We're actually playing against Cybrans today. Okay, so first scout is coming through. Moles don't actually have weapons, so that's not something we need to worry about. We just have a scout available to murder it when it actually comes into range. Lovely. So yep, that is building. Lovely. And you're going along here. You're not actually getting this one, because that's a little bit further forward than I'd necessarily like right now. Okay, how are we doing up here? This power plant is almost done, and that'll actually get us into the positive. You can see that our mass production is bouncing around a little bit, because the mass extractors, if you look here, they actually use up energy. As you can see there, it's trying to use energy, but there isn't any energy available, so it only occasionally starts producing mass. But this is online, which means we've got positive production. Lovely. And I'm actually going to drop some energy storage there. That's going to boost the amount of power that this thing produces, so that'll help us stay in the positive. Our ACU is done, so we are going to... I'm actually going to move out here, what do we want to do? We're going to build another point defense there, and then I want to get some anti-air going as well. That is our land factory has... okay, no, it's still got another 5 light assault, heavy assault bots rather. These light assault bots in the production queue. Something's firing. Oh, here we go. Mantis is oncoming. So we're going to need to be a little bit careful about that, but that point defense is almost up. Okay, let's see. Our engineer's not doing anything, so what do we need? We need a radar. We want to start building radar. So we've got a little bit of advanced warning of stuff coming in. You have finished building the thing, so you should build point defense. Oh, Jesus, they've got gunships. I did not actually anticipate this, so we're gonna need this. We're gonna need that anti-air ASAP. I'm actually gonna cancel those out, and we want to get some mobile anti-air guns. Okay, but we do have our anti-air turret up, so that's gonna drive off this gunship. See, they've got, those are almost certainly scouts coming up. Okay, I've got enemy units coming in here. That's almost certainly an engineer. Yeah, you can see they just built a mass extractor there. I'm going to need to rebuild this mass extractor here. We can do that now. Now we're going in here and just building it straight on top of the destroyed one. That's actually going to start off at 50%. I believe I might have mentioned that neat little trick in the last game. Okay, okay, having difficulty actually getting that thing done, so we're gonna bring our forces over here. Come on. Okay, we need to queue up over there, and I want you building assault bots. I want to get... no, we don't want that there, we want... let's move the air factory over here. Okay, they just have light assault bots, which we can easily murder. And they have a mantis here as well. Let's move forward, good, good, good. You need to rebuild that mass extractor. They're still sending jesters in, but we have, like, both of our tracer turrets are doing work. Okay, we're gonna build some more anti-air over here, and then I want to get some interceptors. Now I'm gonna set them on a little patrol path like so. Mass extractor is done, awesome. Okay, so point defense, anti-air. We need to reclaim stuff down here. So we're gonna get our force on the move. Yeah, those air scouts move pretty quickly, so we're not actually able to intercept them. But we can move down here, and we can... yeah, we've got some interceptors now, so that'll definitely help. Hello. Got some mantis. Lovely. And we've got an enemy down there, and hello, we've got an air factory we can kill. So let's get on that. I'm going to bring our engineer down here to capture that mass extractor. You can see they're actually building a land factory, which I might just try and capture as well. Lovely, so that air factory is about to go down. Kill that engineer. And... yeah, let's just sneak that down. I've got I have my own factories. They're better factories. Okay, we somehow lost this. I'm not sure how, but you can queue back over here to do that. This is done. We're going to get an upgrade on that, and I want to get naval factories going. Okay. Okay, they actually have a lead in Mantis currently, so that's a little worrying. We're going to actually move our ACU forward. Okay. What do I want here? I want you to start building. I was about to say start building jesters, but we're actually a little low on our resources right now, so I'm a little worried about that. We do have a bunch of Mantis over here, which we can queue forward.
Commander under attack.
But we're taking these guys down nicely. I'm going to turn on lovely. Okay. So we're going to move our commander forward. And we're going to use that to leverage control over this area. You should come in as well. Okay, lovely. Okay, I want you to start building a point defense. We have a small lead in Mantis currently, so we can keep holding this point for now. Of course you did. Do we have any jesters? Yes, we do. So you should go kill that. We have both our point defense up here, so that's lovely. What do we want to do? We're going to start building mass storage there to boost up our production there. You should come forward again. Okay, we have a point defense turret up, so let's start rebuilding this mass extractor. And then we actually have some ready-made factories here, effectively, so I'm going to go ahead and start building a land factory. So we can start producing some frontline stuff. Let's see, we have one of those doing nothing. Where's our other spare thing? Yep, let's do that. So we should build some more power generators there. How's this? This is actually a Tech 2 land factory now, so we should start leveraging our advantages. Let's see, that is cheaper, but we're not super low on power right now, so we're going to start building Wagners. Those also give us some more options for moving forward, so we can actually push just straight across here. So, let's see, that is actually finished building, so you should... We're going to start queuing up Mantis assault pods. Lovely. Now we should take a quick look at what we can do for upgrades. That is going to be a boost to our weapons. That's a torpedo launcher. That is a lovely weapon, but it is way too expensive. Personal stealth generator, and that is resource allocation, which we really can't afford. Hello, that's an air factory. Okay. How are we doing elsewhere? Okay, we have actually lost our point defense over here, so we need to rebuild that. ACU is not actually doing anything, so we should fix this. We should... Let's see, how's our resources doing? We don't really have enough to pull that off. Okay, so let's go back here. We're going to start building some more things. Let's go ahead and start building some more power generators. Then we do need to push forward and claim this mass extractor here. We do also need to grab this one at some point. You are not doing much. You are just sort of hanging out as well, so you should get on mass storage. Okay, lovely. We do actually have our first Wagner. Our mass is not in the best of shape, but there is actually good news on that front, because we have a bunch of things we can reclaim here. So I'm actually going to unqueue those, and we're going to start reclaiming stuff. You can see our mass is skyrocketing. Let's go ahead and move forward and start reclaiming some of these wrecks. Even though we're in the negative, that actually boosts us up pretty fast, pretty high, pretty fast. So, come on, claiming. Lovely. Okay, I do actually... Let's see, where is this? So that is going to cost us 720 mass. We've got a nice set of units here. And some engineers. Okay, so yeah, we've still got a nice stream of Wagners coming in.
Commander under attack.
Awesome. Actually, I'm going to start building some engineers here. And then, let's see, this place. We're actually evened out on our mass for the moment, amazingly enough. We do need to keep working on it though, so it's about time. Yeah. Let's just select all of our forces. That's a bomber. Okay, they have bombers coming in. I can do without that. So let's push forwards, kill that extractor. We do need to grab this extractor as well at some point, but let's work on this one to begin with. Lovely. We can actually send you up here to just straight up capture that thing. Okay, we have a nice set of gunships available. We're going to quickly bind those to something, and then you need to build some point defense there. Lovely. Gonna stop queuing those out. I want to get some mobile anti-air guns going. We do need to get a radar up. Something's shooting you. Radar up. Okay, here we go. There we go, that's dealt with the problem, because the turrets actually have a longer range than their sight radius, so radar is important. Okay, we do have incoming artillery fire. Just finished building that. Repair that, please. Yeah, those are still just Tech 1 gunships, and I still have mobile anti-air. These guys have a surprising amount of health, so definitely something to be aware of. You should work on... I actually told those to do it. Fair enough. Okay, we actually have a bit of income now, so I'm going to pull my ACU back. You guys should come forwards. Lovely. This has finished doing its thing. So I'm gonna just quickly grab some anti-air there. I'm okay for Wagner's. I want some Tech 2 engineers. So you've got a bit of a feeling of how things look once the game starts getting underway. I'm actually going to come back to this at some point. I'm not sure when. Either next Wednesday, or well, whenever I have the time, basically. But I will finish this mission and give you some idea of what the end game looks like. So we can start playing around with experimentals and all that kind of thing. So, hopefully this makes up for the shorter than normal Battlefleet Gothic episode. So until next time, folks, stay safe.
Stay safe!
Gribbler invaded my recording studio. She's rude.
I didn't get my phone.
Uh-huh. See you later, guys.